Live with Nic Nasty, episode 8. Feels good to be in the studio. Feels good to be just laying back, kind of chilling, doing a show because the last weekend we had 14 artists come down. We did Bring the Noise, SkullFace Records, over at Legends Bar and Events. It was a huge event. It went over great. We had tons of people coming in that bar all day long listening to amazing music. I'd like to take just a few seconds to thank all the artists, to thank everybody that participated and helped us out with the entire show. Like it was just a great day, man. I think it was a huge success. What we're doing, episode 8, Live with Nic Nasty, is I have a special guest I'm going to be bringing into the studio very soon. I'm not going to let anybody know who it is until they're actually here, and they are on their way. But we are doing a top 10, the top 10 songs. And we're doing music video songs because podcasts have ruled the roost in SkullFace Records for the past couple months. We have some awesome podcast shows. Me, Max, and a Mic, Mix Mayhem Music Review, Pinfalls and Power Chords, Live with Nic Nasty, Joe's Kitchen. We have a new podcast we're starting this week, which is going to be the Kentucky's Underground Spotlight Podcast with myself and David Wright. We have so much stuff going on in SkullFace. We have a lot to talk about, but we also have a top 10 countdown we have to get into, so we're going straight into number 10. This song was actually the number 1 song in 2020, the all-time viewed song in 2020 for SkullFace Records on our YouTube. This is a great tune. This is Next to Nothing. This is Graveyard. We'll be right back with more Live with Nic Nasty.
SkullFace Records Radio.
Midst of the happiest people, so much is rearranged, and hope doesn't grow for fear of changes, but the hell in my head becomes deranged. Continue to try to invade my walls, stronger and stronger I'll rebuild them all, and I'll release my grip and watch you fall in a world that won't let me go. I'm exhausted, hope I tossed it. You just watched this as I lost grip. You said, look, adorable you are. I said, surprise, welcome to your graveyard. Welcome to your graveyard. Never trust the ones that settle for plain. Terribly shameless is my brain. But just you'll be wet when it starts to rain. Backward circles, please explain. I see that I made it to the bottom of your list today. So you've made your bed and I tied up your lane. Just as always, necessary ways to play in a world that won't let me go. Won't let me go. It won't let me go. It won't let me go. I'm exhausted. Hope I tossed it. You just watched this as I lost grip. You said, look, how adorable you are. I said, surprise. Welcome to your graveyard. Welcome to your graveyard. In the midst of the happiest people, so much is rearranged, and hope doesn't grow for fear of changes, but the hell in my head becomes deranged.
Live with Nic Nasty, episode 8. I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you guys are big fans of all of our podcasts, make sure that you go to Spotify, to iTunes, to Google Play, all major platforms. You can watch and listen to all of our podcast shows. And then if you go to our YouTube or SkullFace/Bandcamp, you can listen to all the music. We have tons of artists. We have a lot of new artists. Like we have DJ Extends, who played Saturday night at Bring the Noise. And man, he blew everybody away. I believe he's a prodigy, man. He's only been in the music game for about 3, 4, 5 months right now. But when he comes and he does live, man, he's perfect, man. He sounds just like a recording. We actually had him in the studio. We recorded one song that you can find on YouTube and might be in this countdown later on. We shot a music video for it and everything. It was badass. So shout out to DJ Extends. Shout out to David Wright. His band Hide the Riot we're in the mix of actually shooting a music video for them, which is going to be killer. If you get what I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. They're going in the studio soon. They're going to have new tracks. We have tons of bands, but we have tons to talk about. We are right in the middle of this countdown. We're going to go right into the next song. This is number 9. This is Anonymous. This song is called 33 Degrees Burns. This is one of the coolest music videos that we've released in 2020, and this is actually one of my podcast buddies, the Transparent Podcast, Travis Franklin. This is one of his favorite songs, and we actually use it for a theme song for a lot of stuff that we do. We'll be right back with more live with Nic Nasty, SkullFace Records Radio.
SkullFace Records Radio.
Number 9.
Everywhere.
Boom, and we're back. What a great song. Every time I hear an Anonymous song, it seems like I hear something different that stands out to me about that song. This countdown is full of amazing tunes, man. I might be tooting my own horn, but I think I might be one of the biggest fans. That's one of the funnest things about what I do is I love interacting with the people. I love the camaraderie, but I also enjoy what I'm doing. I'm a fan of the shows we do. I like listening to the shows. I'm a fan of the music that we put out. I mean, I think that's the only way I could do it. I don't think I could produce or support something that I wasn't also a huge fan of. Like I was telling everybody at the beginning of the show, we have a huge guest coming into the studio. They will be here soon, and you guys are going to be in for a treat. But till then, we got a little bit of music we got to rock and roll. We are getting through this countdown. We were rocking straight through it. I know I kind of touched on it earlier. When I'm doing countdown shows now, I'm always kind of looking behind my back because I'm afraid that damn clown that came into the studio a few months ago is going to come in and take over my steez and do my countdown shows. If you guys haven't watched some of the older episodes of Live with Nic Nasty and the countdown shows, we got taken over by a fucking clown, and he ran rapid in our house. And he was on our bike. He was outside. I don't know what he did, but I know I don't like it when the clown's around because he scares the holy shit out of me. But we have a big countdown show, so this time I'm actually going to do a double shot.
Double shot.
This is back to back. This is going to be number 8 and number 7. So coming in at number 8, Alumni Squid with Unmentioned Intentioned. And then after it, one of my personal favorite songs I've ever been a part of, Anonymous, featuring Nic Himes with Disown. Enjoy all these music videos, guys. Enjoy the commercials. We'll be right back with more Live with Nic Nasty on SkullFace Records Radio.
Tell me what you want, I'll see you get it. Words are coming out about a mile a minute. I know that it's dead, but I can't admit it. Never thought I'd find myself this far in it. Stand behind a wall of sorrow. Today just bleeds into tomorrow. Wherever you go, I'll always follow. It's the hardest pill I've ever swallowed. Just so dumb. Tell me what you want, I'll see you get it. The words are coming out about a mile a minute. I know that it's dead, why can't I just admit it?
Never thought I'd find myself this far in it. On and on, to and from. I can't believe what I've become. Everything I have run from, everything I've now become. I've now become.
SkullFace Records. SkullFace Records Radio.
Number 7.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to
SkullFace Records Radio.
Please enjoy all the newest and hottest podcasts like Me, Max, and a Mike, hosted by Mr. Everything, Max Sled, and the
Best hand in the house.
legendary Larry D. They discuss life as a wrestler and Larry D's experiences with Impact Wrestling. Don't miss one single episode of Me, Max, and a Mike podcast series, Making an Impact. KPRIS with SkullFace Records presents where Nic Himes and Travis Franklin explores and investigates the most haunted areas of Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Falls and power chords.
Hosted by Michael Lynn Watkins and Nic Himes. They listen to the best underground metal from all over the world and discuss mainstream professional wrestling. Don't miss the weekly CD of a Week by Michael Lynn Watkins, and then the Battle of the Bands.
Mix Mayhem Music Review.
A fun and entertaining podcast that highlights unheard music from all over the world, being discussed and broke down by Nic Himes and Ryan the Lion Lochner. Don't miss the video of the week and all the great tunes on
Mix Mayhem Music Review.
Tune in to Live with Nic Nasty, where you'll hear all the latest news with anything associated with
SkullFace Records /radio.
a monthly top 10 show, and you never know who will be the next big guest sitting in the studio with Nic Himes. Live with Nic Nasty. Please subscribe and share. All of our podcast shows are available on Spotify and all major podcast providers. Don't forget about our Bandcamp, where you can hear all the music. SkullFace Records Radio.
SkullFace Records Radio.
We are back, man. Thanks everyone for tuning in to the countdown. Hope everyone's been enjoying all of the music we've been listening to. What we're doing is we're counting down the top 10 songs from August 2022 via SkullFace Records /YouTube. I'm going to do a little recap of what we've listened to so far. We've had Next to Nothing coming in at number 10 with Graveyard. Number 9, Anonymous, 33 Degree Burns. Number 8 was Alumni Squid with Unmentioned Intentions. Number 7 was the kick-ass song Anonymous featuring Nic Himes with Disown. Number 6 comes from an awesome artist that I've known my whole life. I believe I met him in 2nd grade when I cut my finger on some scissors that I tried to borrow from him, and since then we were best friends from then on out. He has been doing a whole lot of new music. He just hasn't released it yet. He just kind of keeping it on the back burner for a little bit, but when you guys hear some of these new tracks these guys got, you're going to be blown away. But right now we're going to listen to a song by him that's been in the YouTube SkullFace Records locker room for about a year now. It's still just soldiering on, I guess you could say. Coming in at number 6 is Rudy Brown with Soldier On. We'll be right back with more SkullFace Records Radio.
Looking back at my life, it was packed with strife. Pitch black as night with the lack of light. Had those dark moments in the shadows. Had those shady days that made me gray. Used to stare at the stars in the sky and start to cry, thinking it's too hard to try. Always making excuses for why I couldn't do this. Hating my music, thinking it's useless. Debating why I'm even creating rhymes. Wasting my time, erasing my lines. More of an actor than actual rapper. Feeling like what I'm after don't matter. To think I became the kink in the chain that had me in pain and on the brink of insane. Now I just look back and laugh, 'cause now that's in the past.
I got the weight of the world sitting on my shoulders. There's no way you can hold me down, baby. I just soldier on like
I soldier on like soldier on like pressure and the pain came at me like a chess game and left me with chest pains. Maybe one day you make it, that's what some say. I just make a dumb face and say, how did I become late? It don't matter how far you go or where you start. No matter where you go, there you are. Hope you packed your suitcases and tied your shoelaces, 'cause life is a trip, it'll take you new places. Everything I imagine has happened to be, so start snapping your fingers and get to clapping for me. Keep tapping your feet while I'm attacking the beat, and I'ma hold it down for all my people in defeat. You know what the truth is? It's a heavy world, but I just laugh.
I got the weight.
I've got the weight.
Of the world sitting on my shoulders. There's no way you can hold me down, baby. I just soldier on like
I soldier on like soldier on. I've got the weight.
Of the world sitting on my shoulders. There's
no way
you can hold me down, baby. I just soldier on like
I soldier on like I soldier on like got the weight of the world on my shoulders. Got the weight of the world. I just soldier on. I just soldier on. I just soldier on. I just soldier on. I got the weight of the world sitting on my shoulders. There's no way you can hold me down, baby. I just soldier on like da 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 da. I've got the weight of the world sitting on my shoulders. There's no way.
What's going on, guys? Appreciate everyone that is sticking around listening to the entire countdown. This is amazing songs. I feel like sometimes I should just take the top 10 lists throughout the year and just put them on comp CDs, and then I'll be a millionaire.
Then SkullFace Records shall take over the world.
This next song coming in at number 5 is one of my personal favorites that I've got to write and be a part of myself. I would mention who produced it, but he's a piece of shit, so we don't mention him on our shows anymore. But the song is still awesome. You guys crank this one up. This is number 5.
Number 5.
Nic Nasty, Light of the Moon.
Another sentence. Defense is up, violence, I promise. Intermediate, inconsiderate, idiot. I got a million brilliant ways to kill, period. Blacked out, better expect. Nervous complex, broke necks of rebels and rejects. Reflecting on some of my best dreams. Mesmerized by misery and discovery of the remedy. Light of the moon. The discovery of remedy. I thought we'd light up the moon. The discovery of remedy. Light of the moon. The discovery of remedy. I thought we'd light up the moon. The discovery of remedy. Light of the moon. The discovery of remedy. I thought we'd light up the moon. The discovery of remedy. Your insecurity makes me worry-free, filling you up with purity and maturity. Drop to your knees. Now the opportunity is my duty deemed for this clarity you crave of me, my marauder. Take stigmata, mixed nirvana for the karma of a genre, a dogma, mouth erupted. The blood that I hunted, you flooded easy as a push of a button. Bitch, you were really nothing. This whole time, bitch, you were really nothing. Light of the moon. You were really nothing. I thought we'd light up the moon. The discovery of remedy. Did I didn't notice the middle of the night? She tiptoed
Would you like to donate money to our cause?
Shit ain't free, man.
This stuff takes money.
Every little bit helps.
We can do a commercial for your business.
You can make you money, and then we can make money.
Want to sponsor a segment or one of our shows?
Want to get famous, man?
Want to sponsor a show?
Multiple mentions, all kinds of publicity.
Email us, skullfaceradio@gmail.com.
Don't forget the social medias.
Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/SkullFace Records Radio.
Listen to SkullFace Records Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are tuning in, you see somebody, the picture just got a whole lot prettier than just just staring at me. I'm lucky enough to have Paige Jones into the studio, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
This is going to be great.
I was telling people earlier in the show that, over the past couple of months, I've been working for you guys next door. We've got to know each other, because normally when the first couple of days or first couple of weeks or even months that you meet somebody, it's a filling out experience. Yeah. Most people, they'll show you one side, but then, 2 months down the road, they're completely different people,
God.
and you're like, who's
wrestling.
this asshole?
That's so wrestling.
Oh, yes, the story of wrestling, right? So we had a huge time last, Saturday, but we have another one coming up at Legends Bar and Events this Saturday. It is Psychedelic Saturday. 5 big artists. What do you think? How do you feel? You're the owner of the Legends Bar, which we'll hit on soon, and you work there. You're hands on. You're right in the mix of everything going on. How do you like the live music coming in there compared to the DJ, or do you like the mix of it all? Because I know a couple of the bands this Saturday might have been a little loud, might have been kind of hard to take orders.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of hard, but it was all fun. Even when it was hard taking orders, everybody was jamming to it. So I was like, I can't be mad.
Yeah.
So
I know by the time the headliners hit the stage, there was 93 people in there, and it felt like there was 200.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like it was rocking and rolling.
I was making 200 drinks.
You were making the best drinks too.
Oh my gosh,
you were making the best fucking drinks that night. I don't know if you were just in the zone, but they were tasty as a motherfucker.
It's because I'd been there all day, and I was just like, I'm done this all day.
You're in the zone. You probably didn't have to think about it.
No,
like, this goes there and this goes here.
That's exactly.
So I know, you and Larry just kind of are new to owning a bar.
Yeah.
You guys haven't did this your whole life. Now that you've kind of, you've got your feet wet in it. What do you think, man? Is this something that you think you'll never be able to turn back on, or are you getting into the zone? Like, did you think you would be a bar owner, 5 years ago?
No, I didn't think I would be owning anything, really. I was into, dancing. I thought I was going to own a dance studio and something like that, but...
this is like another podcast.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Dancing with Pistol Paige.
Look, I kept my hands underneath my legs for that reason, because they already trying to come out. No,
it's not
really
Paige
didn't.
Unless you're rocking and rolling, though, man.
It's true. It's true. It's very true. No, I really didn't, actually. It started with Larry's brother. He lives in Florida. He came down, and we were all just sitting around, and... we found out the building was cheap on some rent, and it was already a bar, and I already had a bar set up, and we came and looked at it. And if anybody knows, obviously I'm into paranormal and spirituality, and I walked into the bar, and my grandmother came through, and she was like, bitch,
yes,
if you don't. And I was okay. So all right, so this is a yes. And we slept on it. The next day we called and we got it, and it was just kind of like a, I don't know, like an awakening. Like I said, my grandmother was like, you've got to right now. You have to jump on it. So I'm glad we did. It's a lot like wrestling, and it's nothing like wrestling at the same time.
It's one of those jobs that's 24/7 almost.
Yes. Oh my God.
When you go at it, you have to go at it full throttle, and especially unless you have a whole lot of help, you have to be the one that does the grunt work.
Yep.
You have to do the bad and the hard, with the fun. But what about, let's say, you guys are working your asses off, and I've seen how you guys get down. You clean the hell out of the bar for this rod run coming up. At the end of Saturday night, once you see how many people was in there and how Friday and Saturday went back to back, is it like a feeling that you get with wrestling of an achievement? Like, hey, we rocked it.
Yeah,
And it
it's-
makes you
yeah.
feel good.
That 5-second pop you get right after you come out the
Yeah,
curtains,
right?
Just like that. Like when you see like, oh, we can pay bills.
Yeah.
I can take home money. I can pay employees. Like it's that 5-second pop, but it lasts a little bit longer.
Awesome. Well, we are sitting here with Paige Jones. You're watching it live with Nic Nasty. We're in the middle of a countdown as well. So I'm going to take it to a song real quick. We're at number 4, and this is Swamped and Ashy with Haunted Me. We'll be right back with more live with Nic Nasty on SkullFace Records Radio.
Set out to battle without a sword. The power of my word will not be ignored. We'll never demand nor bow to a lord. And go and scream the screams that I roar. Never doubt myself, taking lessons from my own mistakes. Embrace the chaos and the changes it creates. Fight down and focus before it goes away. Never doubt myself, taking lessons from my own mistakes. Embrace the chaos and the changes it creates. Fight down and focus before it goes away. Don't forget to sit back, enjoy the breeze. Be good to others and live as you please. Don't forget to sit back, enjoy the breeze. Be good to others and live as you please. Honestly, honesty as always. Haunted me, 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 honestly, honesty as always. Haunted me.
And we are back live with Nic Nasty. I'm sitting here with Paige Jones. We're just having a good time. We have a few people here on Facebook Live that said what up. Judy Blankenship, who was at the show this past Saturday, was talking about how the show was awesome. We have Rodney Harney saying, hey, you guys. So shout out to you guys. Please like and share if you guys have any questions for Paige Jones while she's in the studio, because she won't be in long, because she is a busy woman with the bar next door, with all of the wrestling going on. We have to talk wrestling. We have to. I don't think, in your life, Paige, I don't think you're ever going to be able to get away from the wrestling conversation,
It's like that demon you can't get away with.
And it always comes back, but it always pleases you, and it
Yeah.
always shows you some kind of lovins.
Doesn't it?
So bar brawl. My first day working at Legends was a bar brawl.
Sorry.
And I got the call, maybe it was 45 minutes before the show. Hey, would you like to announce the show as well? And I was like, well, fuck yeah. I was like, I'm down. I was like, let me put on my fancy pants.
Am I right?
Yeah, so I put on my fancy pants, and I'm sitting there next to Larry and next to Max.
Oh, God.
And this dude hits a biker. It was 10 minutes into it, and this dude hits a biker. So now I'm outside, and the match just started. Like, I announced the match. I look over. Oh, shit. Me and Larry get this whole thing taken care of so smooth, like it was written in script.
I didn't even know about it.
I walk back in, and the match ends. I pick up the mic, and I announce the winner. Like, it was smooth. As soon as it was just like clockwork.
Only in wrestling, right?
This next bar brawl has something special. I hear that it's going to be an all women's event.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too. Like, I don't think, I'm not an encyclopedia of wrestling in Cynthiana, Kentucky, but this might be the first time ever.
Yeah, I think.
Have you ever seen an all-women's event?
The only time I've ever really seen one was, I think, like, I don't know, 8 years ago in like Georgetown. At the flea
Georgetown.
market. Yeah.
Georgetown, yeah.
For,
That's
like,
what I was thinking, because
UWA.
I knew Georgetown had them. I knew Lexington at one point, but that was like 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
But Cynthiana, Kentucky, I think it's going to be packed out just like it always is.
We just want to show we're just as good as the men. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm telling you, the way you knocked the shit out of old girl Flexington, dude, like the match was going, you guys were on the outside, and then all of a sudden you delivered a forearm that looked like it was throwing her through the wall.
I was hoping it would.
I couldn't believe she got up. We always enjoy. Every time we go, if we ever watch the match, we always enjoy the ladies' matches when it comes to you guys. And I'm looking forward to the all-women's bar brawl. I think there's going to be a lot of guys acting a little bit extra rowdy.
I'm here
night.
for it.
Yeah.
It's because I wrestle like Larry. Like, I have no other, even if I try to change it, I can't. Like, it still comes out like.
Yeah. You're going to knock shit out of somebody.
Yes. Because, like, I've tried to wrestle this man for real. So,
yeah.
Like, I know how strong he is. So
I have to be a bad bitch.
Yes,
and
you have to.
Make my point come across on these mother lovers, man. Man, I appreciate you being in the studio. I'm going to be back. I do got another question for you. I don't want you to run off just yet. I appreciate you being in, but we do have a countdown we have to do. This is coming in at number 3. This is Next to Nothing with Take It Away, and we'll be right back with more Live with Nic Nasty on
SkullFace Records Radio.
Number 3.
I guess they want to take me away, and no one will notice, at least not the same. I lie, but I listen to words that they say. They twist my memories to fit their games. I'm broken, feel free to feed me to the wolves. I won't cry or scream, I'll live miserable. Make my own scene in my mind. Inside myself, the best friends I find. In the blink of an eye, I was wide awake, and I caught my breath, 'cause everything else was taken away. Don't believe anyone anywhere knows the right thing to do, and that goes for me, and that goes for you. And unless I ask, the fact is I don't care what you believe, so leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. If you proceed to throw dirt in my dreams, well, bitch, it seems you have lost your mind if you think you're in charge of me or my dreams. Your life will be taken away. I guess they want to take me away, and no one will notice, at least not the same. I lie, but I listen to words that they say. They twist my memories to fit their games. I'm broken, feel free to feed me to the wolves. I won't cry or scream, I'll live miserable. Make my own scene in my mind. Inside myself, the best friends I find. With the blink of an eye, I was wide awake, and I caught my breath, 'cause everything else was taken away. Don't believe anyone anywhere knows the right thing to do, and that goes for me, and that goes for you. And unless I ask, the fact is I don't care what you believe. You can leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone as well. If you proceed to throw dirt in my dreams, well, bitch, it seems you have lost your mind if you think you're in charge of me or my fucking dreams. Your
Boom, back live with Nic Nasty. I got Paige Jones in the studio hanging out. We're acting a little bit fucking wild up in this mother lover because I believe you work later tonight, right?
No.
Not today?
Just tomorrow.
Is today Tuesday?
Yes.
I get my days confused
can't.
sitting here in the caves of the studio.
It's so easily done.
Because Legends is open Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday.
No,
it's
Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Yes.
And Wednesday it's what, 6 to midnight?
Yep.
Or 4 to midnight? Is it 6 to midnight?
6 to midnight.
And then Thursday, 4 to midnight? Friday, Saturday,
4 to midnight.
4 to
1.
midnight. Well, 4, you stop serving at midnight, open
City
until
laws.
1.
Man, Cynthiana, man.
But dude, I tell you what, it seems like over at that bar about 11 o'clock, it gets the rowdiest it is.
It's because everything closes down.
Yeah.
And we get all the leftovers.
And they while out until midnight, and then you have it. They need that hour to unwind to get them motherfuckers out the door.
They do.
But
you know too well, man.
But I remember one of the first couple of nights I was in there when people were kind of still hanging out. Everybody was like, "Hey, come on, let's move it out." Now when it's about 5 till 1, get out.
Yep.
God, time go.
Get out.
Hit the dough. Hit the dough.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's a
You
whole-
see me over here like, come on, guys. Pistol Paige is out.
You can do that outside. Let's do that when the doors are locked.
Yes.
So let's switch the subject. Let's turn it off of wrestling. You have another big interest.
Yes.
Paranormal investigation. All the heebie-jeebies that
I'm here
comes
for
with it. So we're announcing here live because nobody else knows this. Not even on the actual podcast that's happening has it been announced yet. The Transparent Podcast, myself and Travis Franklin, is going to be doing a full investigation at Legends Bar and Event. The reason we are is because of a little bit of we started talking about the ghosts and all kinds of stuff, and you said that there was a little bit of a incident that happened at the bar, correct?
There's a few, yeah.
So we're not going to get into that here, but we will talk about that on the podcast soon because we're doing a full investigation at Legends Bar and Event. How long have you been into the paranormal and the spiritual? Like, is that something that's been a lifelong thing that you inherited through your parents, or is it something you just kind of picked up yourself?
A little bit of both, I guess. I mean, my mom and I have always watched like Taps, which is a TV show that was on like Travel Channel, and like I still remember to this day like falling asleep watching them. It was the worst. And like I'd watch their lives, and they would be at like Waverly Hills, and then I would go there and I would find stuff myself. And
so you've been to like a whole bunch of different places.
Gosh,
so you've been to some hunts and some. Have you actually did an investigation though?
I've never done not like this.
So this will be your
is my
first one, huh?
I'm scared that I'm gonna get scared.
Oh yeah,
if that makes sense.
I got freaked out. This fly's about to die. If we kill the fly, you get $1. Anybody that kills the fly
Like
gets
Miyagi
$1.
it?
Like grab it and eat it. But yeah, I got freaked out. We did the Colville Bridge this past week, and I was directly asking questions and getting answered.
I'm
and
here for it.
It freaked me the fuck out.
I'm here for
Like
it.
it really did. It made me want to. It made me look forward to the next one though.
Yes.
Because even though I do get that scare feeling is like an adrenaline rush for me sometimes, and I want to get scared again.
Yes.
So I'm interested in seeing what happens over here at the Legends. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun.
It's gonna be great. I think and I get to bring my daughter. So.
Your daughter's awesome. Your daughter's been taking guitar lessons here. She's a phenom. She's a phenom.
She just wants to know Metallica, man. I'm here for it.
Check this out. Yesterday, I'm dyslexic as fuck. Okay, I'm all kinds of dyslexic. So when I'm doing guitar, when I'm turning the keys, sometimes I go the wrong way first. So I'm tuning her guitar for her in there, and I'm standing up, and I just happen to go the wrong. You're going the wrong way. I was like, look at her.
She will tell you too. She gives
like,
no shit.
Yeah, I was like, she knows, and she's paying attention.
Yes.
She's learning. When I show her something, she does it. She keeps it in, and she remembers.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen someone within the first lesson stand up and do 2 riffs back to back, counting and keeping time with a drummer.
I'm here.
Like it was
for
amazing. It was amazing.
I love it.
We have a lot of fun. But Paige, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get to whatever you got to do for the rest of the day. I appreciate you coming to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
For everyone out there, this probably isn't the last time you're gonna see her on some SkullFace Records radio. She's probably gonna become a regular, coming in here making guest appearances as often as we can get her in here.
Pistol Paige.
Tell us who's coming in at number 2 on the top 10 countdown this week.
Well, I want to thank everybody for having me. You can always find me at Legends. Pistol Paige is always over there. She's loud and in charge.
Getting down.
But yeah, come find us over there. Come have a good time. But it looks like at number 2 we have DJ Extends with Time Heals Everything.
Yeah, SkullFace Records Radio.
SkullFace Records. Pew pew. Number 2.
Hey, yo, Chris. Yeah. They heard that new DJ Extend? Oh, let's hear it. Man, right here.
They always told me that time heals everything. Don't worry about today, cause tomorrow's a brand new day. I promise it won't rain forever, it'll go away. Just gotta keep your head up, I know you'll find a way to make it out the trenches and ball just like Hardaway. Cause I know you can make it through, just don't be afraid. There's ups and downs on this road, but it's gonna change. But don't worry, cause time heals everything. Don't worry, cause time heals everything. I know that you've been going through it, it'll be fine. Just gotta be patient and stay on your grind. Cause I promise things get better with a little time. Looking back on my life, I always had it tough. Just to get through my day, always smoking on blunts. I was about to give in, I was taking all these drugs. But I gave it some time and found out who I was. I was that young motherfucker with a lot of swag. I always cared for my people because they had my back. I'm still smoking on some kush that'll never change. I guess it's really true that time heals everything. They always told me that time heals everything. Don't worry about today, cause tomorrow's a brand new day. I promise it won't rain forever, it'll go away. Just gotta keep your head up, I know you'll find a way to make it out the trenches and ball just like Hardaway. Cause I know you can make it through, just don't be afraid. There's ups and downs on this road, but it's gonna change. But don't worry, cause time heals everything. Don't worry, time heals everything. Remember all those nights I sat at home alone and hungry. I couldn't even call my mom, didn't have no phone bill money. And when you're down and broke, man, no one wants to be your homie. But the ones that's been with me have never left my side. Even when I was down and out, they still chose to ride. I even died off them perkies, I went for my last ride. Man, I'm so lucky, cause that night they brought me back to life. Felt like I needed to die so I could feel alive. It made me realize all the things that money can't buy. Like all those nights with my brodies, we stay up getting high. Man, I'm so glad that I gave life another try. They always told me that time heals everything. Don't worry about today, cause tomorrow's a brand new day. I promise it won't rain forever, it'll go away. Just gotta keep your head up, I know you'll find a way to make it out the trenches and ball just like Hardaway. Cause I know you can make it through, just don't be afraid. There's ups and downs on this road, but it's gonna change. But don't worry, cause time heals everything. Don't worry, time heals everything. Don't worry, time heals everything. Don't worry, time heals everything. Yeah. It's DJ Stens, baby. Yeah.
SkullFace Records.
I'm Nic Nasty, and you're watching Live with Nic Nasty on
SkullFace Records Radio.
Man, it was great having Paige Jones in the studio. She's always a lot of fun. I've got to know her a whole lot over the last couple months over at Legends, so it was really nice to finally have her in the studio. We have a lot of the same interests. You know, we're both into wrestling. We're both into the paranormal stuff. Probably not the last time you guys have seen Paige Jones in the studio, but this is the last time you're going to see me on this show, Live with Nic Nasty. Episode 8 is coming to a conclusion, but not before I toot my own horn one more good time. Me and my wife, Brutal Brittany, was in the studio a few months back. We decided to just kind of shoot a video for an older song that I released a few years back that is on the Nic Just a Phase album. We put the video together and it's been successful, and it is the #1 video of August 2022. Put your hands together, turn up that knob. This is number one. Nic with Proud.
SkullFace Records Radio.
If that's an option that might make it seem a little better, promise you will fail if you don't listen what they say. If fake fucks never tough enough. The road to brighter days. Stay blinded, I don't mind. At least more room for me to play. Never settle, I'll settle down. Subtle sound, simmer down. I'll never settle for the subtle sound. Come on, speak strong, speak loud. Hold the shame in your eyes, makes your world proud. Yeah, that's an option that might make it seem a little better. Promise you will fail if you don't listen what they say. Yeah, fake fucks never tough enough. The road to brighter days. Stay blinded, I don't mind. At least more room for me to play. Never settle, I don't settle down. Subtle sounds, simmer down. I will never settle for the subtle sound. Come on, speak strong, speak loud. Hold the shame in your eyes, make your world proud. Never settle, I'll settle down. Subtle sounds, simmer down. I'll never settle for the subtle sounds. Come on, speak strong, speak loud. Hold the shame in your eyes, makes your world proud.
SkullFace Records.